How are you? And how to answer it naturally when you start learning English. One of the very first questions you hear is, how are you? It's everywhere in movies and songs in classrooms. You probably learn to answer it with the classic phrase, I'm fine, thank you. And you? But here's a secret. Native speakers almost never say that in real life. In this episode, we're going to explore what how are you really means, how people actually use it in daily life, and how you can respond naturally, not like a textbook, but like a real English speaker. 1. The real meaning of how are you. Let's start with the truth. When English speakers say how are you, they don't always want a full medical or emotional report. Often, it's just a friendly way to say hello, a polite greeting, not a deep question. For example, hi, how are you? Hey, how's it going? Morning, how are you doing? All of these are simple ways to open a conversation. They don't always mean tell me your life story. They mean I see you, I'm friendly, and I'm starting a conversation. So if someone at the store says, hi, how are you? You don't have to start talking about your day, your dog, and your dentist. A short, friendly answer is enough. 2. The classic textbook answer, of course. Most learners begin with, I'm fine, thank you. And you? That's okay, it's polite and correct. But to native speakers, it sounds a little robotic, a little too formal for daily life. Here's how English speakers actually respond. I'm good. Thanks. How about you? Doing great. Thanks. Not bad, thanks. Pretty good. I'm okay. Just tired. Notice that we often drop the subject time. People just say good, thanks, or great, you? That's totally natural. 3. Understanding tone and context. Tone changes everything. How are you can mean different things depending on how it's said. Let's compare. How are you? Friendly, polite, everyday. How are you? Said slowly, with care, maybe the person is worried about you. How are you? Quick. At the start of a conversation, just a greeting, closing parenthesis. So you have to listen not only to the words but to the tone and situation. If your friend just had a bad week and you ask, how are you? Slowly and softly, it means you truly want to know. But if you're just walking by a colleague in the hallway and say, hey, how are you? You're not expecting a long story, just good, thanks. 4. Variations of how are you. Native speakers love variety. They almost never repeat the same phrase every time. You might hear, how are you doing? How's it going? How have you been? What's up? How's everything? You good? Very casual, modern. Each one has its own tone. Phrases ton exempum, are you? Standard greeting, polite hi. How are you? How's it going? Informal, friendly, hey. How's it going? What's up? Very informal, casual, hey. What's up? How have you been? When you haven't seen someone for a while, warm, it's been ages. How have you been? So when you hear these, don't panic, they're just friendly versions of the same idea. 5. Pronunciation. Practice it, slow down and say each one clearly, then faster the way real people say it. How are you? How are you often sounds like how are ya? How are you doing? How are you do often sounds like how ya doing? How's it going? Has to often sounds like how's it going? Native speakers connect words quickly, so don't worry if it sounds different from what you learned in class. 6. The social ping pong. You can think of how are you as a ping pong serve in conversation. One person asks, the other answers quickly and politely, and the topic moves on. Example A. Hey, how are you? B. Good. Thanks. You? A. Not bad. That's it. Quick, friendly, and smooth. 7. When it's more serious sometimes though, how are you really means I care about you. If a friend looks sad, or someone knows you've been sick, they might ask more seriously, how are you feeling? Are you doing okay? How have you been holding up? In that case, it's okay to give a real answer. I've been better, but I'm getting there. Honestly, it's been a tough week. I'm okay, just tired. These are natural, emotional responses that sound honest but still polite. 8. Real-life examples. Imagine a short conversation in a cafe. Barista. Hi there. How are you? Customer. Good. Thanks. How about you? Barista, pretty good. Thanks for asking. What can I get you? Simple, friendly, efficient. Notice how both people use how are you as a ritual of politeness, not a deep conversation. Just a friendly exchange before the real topic. Opening parenthesis coffee exclamation mark closing parenthesis .so. Remember this. How are you is more about connection than information. It's not really a question. It's a bridge between two people. And knowing how to walk across that bridge naturally is the first real step towards speaking English like a native. In English, how are you might be one of the easiest questions to learn, but one of the hardest to use naturally. Why? Because in English-speaking cultures, it's not just a question. It's part of a social dance. It's about rhythm, tone, and timing. Let's go step by step and understand not just the words, but the culture behind them. 1. How are you? As a social habitamagine walking into an office, a classroom, or a shop in an English-speaking country, the first thing people say isn't, "What do you want?" It's, "Hi. How are you?" It's automatic, like pressing a button. You might think, but they don't really want to know how I am. And you'd be right. Most of the time. It's not a deep question. It's a polite way to show friendliness. It's the English version of a smile. So if someone says, "How are you?" and you answer, "Fine. Thank you." And you? That's grammatically correct, but it sounds formal, like a classroom dialogue. In daily life, people use shorter, softer versions. "I'm good, thanks." "You?" "Pretty good." "Not bad." "How about you?" "All right, thanks." These are short and casual, perfect for real-life situations. 2. The music of small talk in English. Small talk, those short friendly exchanges, works like music. It has a rhythm. You don't stay too long on one note, and you don't ignore the melody. For example, when someone says, "Hey, how's it going?" you answer something quick, not dramatic. "Good, thanks." "Can't complain." "Pretty good." "How about you?" Then the rhythm continues. "Good, thanks." And the topic changes. If you pause too long or give a serious answer like, "Well, my dog is sick and my car broke down," it breaks the rhythm. People get confused because they didn't expect a long emotional story. That's not because they don't care, it's because, in English culture, small talk is a polite dance, not a therapy session. 3. When how are you means something real, of course. There are moments when the question is real. If your friend knows you've been through a hard time, they might say, "How are you?" with a softer tone. The key difference is the way it's said. Polite greeting. "Hey, how are you?" Quick, smiling, casual, real concern. "Hey, how are you?" Slow, soft, serious, listen for tone. The second one is an invitation to talk. That's when you can open up a little. "I've been better, but thanks for asking. It's been a tough week, but I'm hanging in there, honestly. Kind of tired, but okay." These sound natural and sincere without being too heavy. 4. The unspoken rules of greeting. Here are the 3 big unspoken rules of how are you. Keep it short. English speakers like quick answers. Long stories can feel too personal. Keep it positive or neutral. Even if you're not great, you can say "not bad" or "I'm okay." It keeps the tone friendly. Always return the question. Don't forget to ask back, "And you?" or "How about you?" It's part of the rhythm. Example. A. "Hi. How are you?" B. "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" A. "Not bad." That's a perfect everyday exchange. 5. Casual alternatives. Native speakers love variety, so they rarely repeat "How are you?" the same way every time. Here are some natural alternatives from formal to casual. Formal, neutral, squall, "Are you?" "How's it going?" "What's up?" "How are you doing?" "How are things?" "You good?" "How have you been?" "How's everything?" "How are ya?" Practice hearing and saying these. They all mean roughly the same thing, just with different tones. 6. Real conversations. Let's listen to 3 examples. Dialogue 1 in the office. Polite A. "Hello, John. How are you today?" B. "I'm good, thanks. How about you?" A. "Not bad, thanks." Dialogue 2 between friends. Casual A. "Hey, how's it going?" B. "Pretty good." "You?" A. "Yeah, Same. Busy week. Dialogue 3 after a long time warm A. Oh my gosh. It's been ages. How have you been? B. I've been great. It's so good to see you. These small changes in tone, in phrasing make your English sound alive and real. 7. Pronunciation practice. Native speakers don't pronounce how are you word by word. They connect sounds. How are you? How are ya? How are you doing? How ya doing? How's it going? How's it going? Try repeating them aloud. Feel the rhythm. The smoother your pronunciation, the more natural you'll sound. 8. Common mistakes to avoid overthinking. Don't stress about saying the perfect thing. Ignoring the tone. Saying how are you in a flat voice can sound unfriendly. Answering too seriously. English small talk prefers positivity. Forgetting to ask back. It's a two-way street. Always return the question. 9. Fun cultural insight. In the US or UK, if you go to a store, the cashier might say, "Hi there, how are you?" You can just smile and answer, "Good, thanks. How about you?" Even if you don't really want to talk, that tiny exchange makes the interaction polite. That's the beauty of English. Even small talk builds connection. 10. Final thoughts for this part. How are you is not just a question, it's a habit, a ritual, and a bridge. The key to sounding natural is not in what you say, but how you say it. Short, friendly, and positive. Once you master that, you'll sound instantly more confident and fluent. If you walk down any English-speaking street, you'll hear "How are you?" more times than you can count. In cafés, shops, schools, and offices, people say it automatically. But each time, it sounds a little different depending on who's talking, where they are, and what they really mean. In this part, let's learn how to feel the rhythm of this question and how to answer it naturally in any situation. 1. The real-life hello sandwich. When two people greet each other in English, it often goes like this. Greeting word hello. Hi. Hey, the question how are you? A quick answer good, thanks. A return question how about you? Like a sandwich. Greeting, question, answer, question again. Example. Hi. How are you? Good. Thanks. How about you? I'm great. Thanks. This hello sandwich is one of the most common conversation structures in English. It keeps interactions light and friendly. 2. The tone test. Let's practice hearing how the same question changes meaning based on tone. Friendly tone. Hey. How are you? Casual. Everyday. Polite tone. Hello. How are you? Professional. Caring tone. How are you? Soft, slow, genuine concern. If you want to sound natural, don't only learn the words, imitate the melody. Try it now. Say it 3 ways out loud. Friendly tone. Like you're greeting a friend. Polite tone. Like you're meeting a teacher. Caring tone. Like you're checking on someone. Each one tells a different emotional story. 3. Short natural answers. When English speakers answer, "How are you?" they almost always keep it short. Here are some of the most common responses, ranked from formal to casual. Formal, neutral, casual. Very well, thank you. I'm good. Thanks. Good. I'm doing fine, thank you. Pretty good. Not bad. I'm doing great. I'm okay. I'm all right. I'm doing well. Fine, thanks. Can't complain. Notice that almost every answer ends with a positive or a neutral tone. English speakers rarely say "I'm terrible" unless they really want to talk about it. 4. When you're not fine, but what if you're not okay? Should you lie? Not exactly, but you can soften your answer. For example, "I've been better. Honest but polite. Not great, but I'll survive." Light humor. "Just tired, thanks." Neutral and real. This shows honesty without making the conversation uncomfortable. 5. The power of thanks. You'll notice that thanks appears in almost every response. Why? Because "How are you?" is a polite question, and in English, polite questions deserve polite answers. Saying thanks keeps the exchange balanced. Compare. Good. Sounds short. Maybe rude. Good. Thanks. Sounds polite and natural. That one little word changes everything. 6. Expanding the conversation. Once you answer "How are you?" you can add a little detail to keep the conversation alive. I'm good, thanks. It's been a busy week, pretty good. Just finished work. I'm okay, a bit tired, but fine. These short additions make you sound more fluent and spontaneous. Example. Hi. How are you? Good. Thanks. Just on my way to class. That extra phrase adds personality without making it too long. 7. Everyday example sets. Listen to a few natural exchanges. Example 1 in the office. Good morning. How are you? I'm good, thanks. How about you? Doing great. Example 2 at the cafe. How's it going? Not bad, thanks. You? Pretty good, thanks. Example 3 meeting a friend. Hi. How've you been? Really good, thanks. It's been a while. Each situation has its own rhythm: polite, casual, warm, but the basic structure stays the same. 8. How to sound natural. Here are a few tricks native speakers use. Link words. How are you? How are ya? Drop I'm good. Thanks, good, thanks. Add energy. Smile while speaking. It changes your tone naturally. Mirror the other person's style. If they say, hey, what's up? Don't reply with I'm very well, thank you. Match your tone with hey, not much you. This mirroring helps you sound in tune with others, a powerful communication skill. 9. Practice mini quiz. Choose the most natural answer. Hey, how's it going? Hey, I'm fine, thank you. And you? Be pretty good. You? Hello. How are you today? Hey, doing great. Thank you. How about you? B, hey. What's up? How've you been? Not bad. You? B, I'm sleeping. 10. Final reflection for this part. When you say, how are you? Or respond to it, you're doing more than exchanging words, you're performing a small act of kindness. It's how English speakers show friendliness, maintain social rhythm, and keep everyday life polite and comfortable. So, next time you hear, how are you? Smile, answer briefly, and return the question. You'll fit perfectly into the flow of natural English conversation. By now, you've probably realized that how are you is much more than just a polite question. It's a door that opens nearly every English conversation. But that door can lead to very different rooms: formal, casual, or personal, depending on how you use it. In this part, we'll explore how are you works in different social contexts, how to use it online, and how to practice it until it feels completely natural. 1. How are you? In formal situations and professional settings like offices, business meetings, or emails, how are you follows traditional politeness rules. You should sound respectful but relaxed. Example. Hello, Mr. Davis. How are you today? I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? Formal greetings are complete sentences with clear grammar and a calm tone. You avoid slang or casual expressions. Other examples. Good morning, Sarah. How are you this morning? I'm very well, thank you. Notice how thank you appears in nearly every answer. It signals courtesy and balance. 2. How are you? In casual situations in everyday life among classmates, neighbors, or colleagues, people often skip full sentences and shorten everything. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good, thanks. You? Not bad. This style is friendly, quick, and rhythmic. In fact, many English conversations sound like musical beats of politeness. Hey, how's it going? Good, you good? The words are less important than the flow. 3. How are you? In emotional situations, sometimes the same phrase becomes deeply meaningful, depending on your tone. For example, imagine you see a friend who looks sad. You ask softly, hey, how are you? That pause and slower tone show care. In these cases, your words invite honesty, not just politeness. Possible answers. Honestly, not great, but thanks for asking. It's been a rough week. I've been better. These are still natural, polite answers, but more real. 4. How are you? In emails and messages when writing, the tone depends on who you're addressing. Formal emails. Hello, Mr. Brown. I hope you are well, dear Miss Lopez. I hope you're doing fine. These are standard ways to open an email politely. You don't always need an answer, it's a greeting formula. Neutral or friendly emails. Hi, Emily. How are you? Hi, Tom. Hope your week's going well. Casual messages. Hey, How's it going? Hey, what's up? Each one signals a different relationship: professional, friendly, or personal. 5. Regional differences. Different English-speaking countries use "how are you" and its variations differently. United States, very common. You might hear "how's it going" or "what's up" dozens of times a day. United Kingdom, politer versions like "you all right?" or "how are you keeping?" are popular. Australia, people often say "how ya going?" It sounds informal but friendly. Canada, similar to the US, but slightly softer tone, polite and warm. If you travel or talk to people from these regions, you'll notice small pronunciation and rhythm differences. 6. Common mistakes learners make. Let's fix a few typical problems. Too literal. Learners sometimes think "how are you" always demands a deep, honest answer. In casual settings, it's better to keep it short. Too formal. Saying "I'm fine, thank you" and "you" is grammatically correct, but sounds outdated in casual conversation. Forgetting to return the question. Never stop at "good." Always add "and you" or "how about you." Sounding flat. A friendly tone makes even simple words like "good, thanks" sound warm and genuine. 7. How to practice naturally. Here is a mini routine to practice at home. Mirror practice. Look in the mirror, smile, and say, "How are you? How's it going? How have you been?" Then answer yourself naturally. "Good, thanks." "You?" Voice recording. Record your greetings and listen. Do you sound friendly? Confident? Too fast or too flat? Adjust your tone. TV and podcast listening. Watch how native speakers greet each other. Imitate their rhythm. Small talk is all about sound and timing. Mix it up. Practice switching between formal and casual. Example: morning email. "Hello, I hope you are well." Text to a friend: "Hey, how's it going?" This flexibility is what makes your English sound real. 8. Real conversation sample. 1 business meeting. "Hello everyone. How are you today?" "Doing well, thank you. How about you?" "Very good, thanks." Example 2 at the gym. "Hey, how's it going?" "Pretty good." "You?" "Not bad." Example 3 checking on a friend. "Hey, how are you holding up?" "I've been better, but thanks for asking." Every one of these conversations uses the same question, but each has a unique mood. 9. Pronunciation practice. Native speakers often reduce "how are you" to smoother, faster forms. "How are ya?" "How ya doing?" "How's it going?" Say each one slowly first, then naturally. The key is linking sounds smoothly. How ya? How are ya? How's it? 10. Reflection. The question "how are you" is like a mirror. It reflects your tone, your emotion, and your culture. It's not just about grammar, it's about energy. If you speak it with warmth and confidence, it instantly creates connection. So next time someone asks "how are you?" smile, respond naturally, and let that small moment of politeness become a bridge to real communication. We've already learned that "how are you" is not a real question about your life story, it's a social bridge. But now it's time to go deeper. In this part, let's talk about the emotions behind greetings, regional styles, funny cultural misunderstandings, and how you can sound both polite and authentic when answering. 1. The hidden emotion in "how are you." In many languages, greetings are simply formalities, just words you say out of habit. But in English, there's always a touch of emotion behind "how are you." It's not only about words, but about tone and connection. The question communicates warmth, attention, and friendliness even when people don't really expect details. It says, "I notice you. I acknowledge you. That's why." Even though it's small talk, it still matters. 2. The automatic exchange in everyday English. The exchange is automatic, like a short handshake made of words. For example, A. Hey, how are you? B. Good, thanks. You? A. Good. It's short and predictable, but it works. This verbal handshake is polite, efficient, and friendly. You'll hear it in offices, shops, emails, and even at the supermarket checkout. You might think it's meaningless, but it's actually a micro expression of respect. It's a way to show others you're friendly, approachable, and part of the social rhythm. 3. The honest version. Sometimes, though, You can be honest if the tone and context are right. For example, between friends. Uh, hey, how are you? B, honestly, kind of tired today. A, yeah, me too. See how this feels different? It's not robotic, it's human. In English, honesty can sound friendly as long as it's light and brief. You don't need to share your whole life story, but a small detail adds authenticity. Examples: I'm okay, a bit busy though. Pretty good. Just tired. Good. But I could use some coffee. These responses make you sound relatable. 4. How are you? Sounds in different place. Let's look at how this phrase changes around the world. USA. How are you? Or how's it going? Friendly and fast. People say it dozens of times a day. UK. You alright? Or how are you keeping? More understated, less energetic. Australia. How ya going? A cheerful, relaxed version. Canada. How are you? Warm and polite, often paired with small talk about weather. New Zealand. How's things? Casual and friendly. Even though all these greetings mean the same, they sound different because of tone, accent, and culture. The rhythm of friendliness varies, but the purpose is identical: connection. 5. Funny misunderstanding. English learner eventually experiences this moment. Native speaker. Hey, how are you? Learner starts explaining in detail. Oh, I was late for class. My cat is sick. And native speaker. Oh, good to hear. It's not that native speakers don't care, they're just not expecting such a long answer. In English, how are you is often just a warm up, not the main conversation. So a quick, polite reply works best. However, if the other person slows down their voice, how are you? That's your cue that they're truly asking. 6. Expressing real feelings naturally. If you do want to share something honest, here are natural and balanced ways to do it. I'm doing okay. Just tired lately. Not bad. But it's been a long week. Pretty good. Just busy. I've been better, but I'll be fine. These sound real but still polite, perfect for English conversations. 7. The tone spectrum. Let's see how tone completely changes the meaning of the same words. Phrasatone meaning I'm fine. Flat. Coldy, don't want to talk. I'm fine. Cheerful. Openim, doing well. I'm fine. Hesitantiem, not really fine. I'm fine, thanks. Polite. Calm, everything's okay. Tone is the secret code of English. It communicates what words alone cannot. 8. The mini practicatory. This exercise aloud. Say, how are you? 5 times, each time with a different tone. Friendly every day. Polite, formal. Curious to a friend. Worried to someone sad. Energetic to a group. Now answer it 5 different ways. Good. Thanks. Pretty good. You? Not bad. I'm okay, just busy. Great. Couldn't be better. This type of practice trains your mouth, ears, and rhythm, the 3 pillars of fluency. 9. Real-life dialogue. As dialogue 1. Polite office talk. Good morning. How are you? Doing well, thanks. How about you? Very good, thanks. Dialogue to friends on the phone. Hey, how are you? Hey, I'm good, thanks. You? Pretty good. I missed our chats. Dialogue 3. Honest moment. Hi. How are you? I've been better, honestly. Long week. Yeah. Same here. Let's grab coffee later. See how tone, situation, and personality shape each conversation. 10. Final reflection for this part. How are you? May sound simple, but it teaches you one of the most powerful lessons in English. Communication isn't only about words, it's about connection. Every time you say this phrase naturally, you're not just speaking English. You're joining the rhythm of English-speaking culture. You're learning how to show respect, kindness, and empathy, all in 3 short words. So, next time someone says, how are you? Smile and think, this isn't just grammar, it's connection. By now, you understand that how are you is not just a question, it's part of the invisible rhythm of English communication. Every time you hear it, you're being invited into that rhythm. In this part, we'll look at how are you works in different environments: at school, at work, in public, and online, and how your answer should adapt to each situation. 1. At school or university. When you're a student, Greetings can show both respect and friendliness. Let's look at 3 situations, eh? Talking to your teacher or professor. Good morning, professor. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? This tone is polite, calm, and professional. You use hello or good morning, not hey. B. Talking to classmates. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. Just finished the assignment. Here, your tone is lighter and more casual. You can use hi or hey. C. Talking to friends. Hey, what's up? Hey, not much you. Among friends, you can drop formalities completely. You don't even need the full question. How are you? What's up? Or you good? Does the job. 2. At work, in professional environments. The type of greeting depends on your relationship with the person and the company culture. Formal workplace like a law firm. Hello, Miss Carter. How are you today? Very well, thank you. And you? Friendly office like a tech company or startup. Hi, Tom. How's everything? Good. Thanks. You? Between close colleagues. Hey, how's it going? Hey, pretty good. Ready for Monday? In emails, it's also common to include a greeting like, hello, Sarah. I hope you're doing well. Hi, John. How are things? These simple openings make your messages polite and human. 3. In public spaces, whether you're in a cafe, shop, or on the bus, greetings are short and functional. At a cafe. Hi there. How are you today? Good, thanks. Can I get a cappuccino, please? At a store. Hello. How are you? I'm great, thanks. How about yourself? On public transport, you don't usually greet strangers unless you need to ask for help. Hi. Excuse me. How are you today? Optional. Polite opener. Good, thanks. Short, friendly reply. In many English-speaking countries, short, polite exchanges are part of the culture. They make everyday life smoother. 4. Online and digital communication. In emails, chats, and video calls, greetings adapt to the level of formality. Formal email. Hello, Mr. Thompson. I hope you're doing well. Neutral email or work chat. Hi, Emily. How's your week going? Casual message. Hey, how are you? Very casual text. Hey, what's up? Each one carries a different emotional temperature. The number of Y's in hey or the use of emojis adds tone to your text, a modern kind of intonation. 5. When you don't want to talk, sometimes you're tired, busy, or simply not in the mood. How can you still sound polite? Use short, neutral answers that close the topic gently. Good, thanks. All right, thanks. Not bad. Can't complain. You don't have to continue the conversation if you don't want to. A small smile and polite tone will keep the exchange friendly without inviting more questions. 6. When you want to keep talking, if you do want to talk, just add a small detail. I'm good. Thanks. Just finished a big project. Pretty good. Been busy with exams. Not bad. The weather's finally nice. That little extra sentence is your invitation for a longer conversation. The other person might respond, oh really? What project? Same here. Which exams? And just like that, you've moved from small talk to real conversation. 7. Cultural etiquette. A culture expresses politeness differently. In English, being too silent can seem cold, while being too detailed can seem overwhelming. The secret balance is short, friendly, and positive. Here's how people might perceive you. Response style. Exam. Please pounds. Short. Good. Cold. Uninterested. Too long. I'm okay. But my dog is sick, and the train was late. Oversharing. Just right. Pretty good. Thanks. You? Friendly and balanced. You find that just right zone. You'll fit naturally into English-speaking environments. 8. Listening practice. Let's compare 3 short conversations. Formal. Hello. How are you today? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Friendly. Hey, how's it going? Good. Thanks. You? Personal. Hey, how are you really doing? Honestly, it's been a hard week. Each one uses almost the same words but with different emotional depth. 9. Practice exercises. The best answer for each situation. Your boss says, hello. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? Your friend texts you, hey, How's it going? Pretty good.
You?
A stranger in a store says, Hi, how are you? Good. Thanks. Your classmate looks tired and says, Hey, how are you? I'm okay, just tired.
You?
10. Reflection. No matter where your classroom, office, or caf, how are you? Is the social key that opens almost every English interaction. Once you master it, you'll not only sound natural, but you'll also feel more confident, more connected, and more fluent. So, practice it everywhere. In real conversations, in front of the mirror, or even with me here. Because every how are you say is another step towards sounding like a real English speaker. At this stage, you've learned that how are you is more than just a question, it's a bridge between people. It helps strangers connect, friends stay close, and coworkers stay polite. But to truly master it, you need to understand how it lives in the rhythm of everyday English. Let's explore how this tiny phrase shapes real communication, teaches emotional intelligence, and even reflects culture. 1. Why English loves polite rituals. English-speaking cultures are built on verbal politeness. Small talk and polite phrases like how are you act as softeners. They make social life smoother. In some languages, people jump straight to the point. In English, that can sound too direct. So how are you serves as a gentle warm-up. Example. Give me your report. Too direct. Hi, how are you? Could you send me your report? See how adding a friendly opener changes everything. It's not fake, it's cultural kindness. 2. The emotional purpose. How are you is about empathy, not information. It's a quick way to show you recognize another person's humanity. When someone says, How are you? They're giving you an opportunity to connect, even if it's brief. That's why tone and timing matters so much. A rushed how are you while walking past someone might mean nothing more than hello, but a slow, warm how are you during a quiet moment can be deeply caring. The difference isn't grammar, it's emotion. 3. How to sound more natural to sound fluent. Remember these 3 golden rules. Be quick. Keep your answers short. Good, thanks.
You?
Be positive. Even if you're tired, say something light. Pretty good. Just busy. Be warm. Smile. Make eye contact. Use a friendly tone. These 3 together make even simple words feel genuine. 4. Practice with emotions. Let's do a small emotional exercise. Try saying how are you in these moods. Curious, happy, calm, tired, worried. No. Answer each one naturally. Curious, good. Thanks.
You?
Happy, great. Everything's good. Calm, I'm fine, thanks. Tired, okay, just a bit sleepy. Worried, not bad. Could be better. See how your tone automatically shifts. That's real emotional fluency. 5. How are you around the world. Let's take a quick trip around English-speaking countries again, but now with cultural flavor. USA. Hey, how are ya? Fast, friendly, upbeat. UK. You alright? Polite, slightly reserved. Canada. How are you doing? Kind and gentle. Australia. How ya going? Relaxed and cheerful. New Zealand. How's things? Short and familiar, every variation reflects the country's personality from American optimism to British subtlety. 6. Typical conversation flow. Here's how are you usually fits into everyday dialogue. Step 1, greeting. Hey, hi, good morning. Step 2, the question, how are you? How's it going? How have you been? Step 3, the short answer, good, thanks.
You?
Not bad. Pretty good. Step 4, transition to the real topic, so about the meeting. Anyway, guess what happened? By the way, how's your dog? Once you master this flow, your English will sound smooth and natural. 7. When how are you becomes deep. Some enemies, this simple question becomes powerful, especially when it's asked with genuine care. Imagine a friend going through a hard time. You ask softly, Hey, how are you? That pause shows empathy. In moments like this, how are you becomes more than small talk. It becomes an emotional invitation. Possible real answers. I've been struggling. Honestly, it's been rough, but I'm getting through. I'm okay. Just taking it one day at a time. These honest answers build trust. 8. Roleplay practice. Let's roleplay 3 different situations. 1. Casual friends. A. Hey, how's it going? B. Pretty good, thanks. You? A. Good. Just got off work. 2. Professional environment. A. Good morning. How are you today? B. Very well, thank you. How about yourself? A. Doing well, thanks. 3. Emotional support. A. Hey, how are you really? B. Honestly, a bit stressed, but I'm okay. A. I get it. Want to talk later? Each version uses the same words, but the relationship changes everything. 9. Practice quiz. Choose the best answer. Your coworker says, Hi, how are you? Good. Thanks. You? Your friend texts, Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. You? Your teacher says, Hello, how are you today? I'm fine, thank you. How about you? Your close friend asks, How are you really? Not bad, just tired. 10. Reflection. A simple how are you carries the power to open hearts, build trust, or simply make someone's day better. That's the magic of English politeness, a culture that values warmth even in small exchanges. The more naturally you use it, the more you'll feel part of that rhythm, the rhythm of everyday English life. So, next time you hear, How are you? Remember, you're not just answering a question. You're saying, I'm here, I'm human, and I'm connecting with you. We've spent this whole episode learning that how are you is not just a question, it's one of the most common, most powerful phrases in English. It shows kindness, respect, and friendliness in just 3 short words. In this final part, let's bring everything together: the meaning, tone, responses, and practice that will help you use this phrase like a native speaker. 1. The meaning behind the words. When English speakers say, How are you? They are doing something much deeper than asking for a report on your feelings. They are opening a small door of connection. It's a polite ritual, yes, but it's also a universal act of friendliness. It's the English way of saying, I see you, I acknowledge you, I want to share this moment. That's why, even if you give a short answer, it still matters. It's not about information, it's about connection. 2. The 3 layers of how are you. Let's break the phrase down into its 3 layers. The polite layer, used with strangers, teachers, or at work. Hello. How are you? I'm doing well, thank you. How about you? This version shows respect and balance, it's safe and formal. Be the friendly layer, used with people you know, like classmates or colleagues. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. You? This version sounds open, warm, and confident. See the personal layer, used with close friends or family. Hey, how are you? Soft tone, I've been better. Honestly, this version carries emotion, it's about real care and empathy. Knowing which layer to use makes you sound natural and emotionally intelligent. 3. How to respond like a native speaker. Here are 10 natural responses to how are you that fit different moods and situations. Situation X: simple response. Neutral: good, thanks. You? Casual: pretty good. Positive: great, thanks. Everything's going well. Tired: okay, just a bit tired. Busy: good. Super busy though. Honest: I've been better, but I'm fine. Playful: surviving. How about you? Professional: I'm doing well, thank you. Relaxed: can't complain. Excited: awesome. Today's been great. The key to fluency isn't just memorizing these, it's feeling which one fits the situation. 4. Mistakes to avoid. Let's fix the most common errors. Sounding robotic. I am fine, thank you. And you? I'm good, thanks. How about you? Ignoring the question. Silence. Good, thanks. Or not bad. Being too negative. I'm terrible. I've been better, but it's okay. Forgetting to ask back. Good. Good. Thanks. You? In English, conversation is a two-way street. 5. The power of tone. Tone changes everything. Say each of these sentences aloud. How are you? Neutral: how are you? Curious: how are you? Gentle, caring. Even though the words are identical, the feeling changes completely. This is why tone, rhythm, and smile matter as much as vocabulary. Remember, Your face and voice communicate just as strongly as your words. 6. Mini practice. The 5 scenarios. Practicing these 5 short dialogues aloud. Scenario 1 office. Good morning. How are you? I'm well, thanks. And you? Scenario 2 school. Hey. How's it going? Pretty good. You? Scenario 3 calf. Hi there. How are you? Good. Thanks. Can I get a latte? Scenario for friends meeting. Hey. How've you been? Not bad, thanks. Busy but good. Scenario 5 serious conversation. Hey. How are you really? I've had a hard week, but I'm okay. Each one shows a different emotional level. 7. How are you? In writing and written English like emails, texts, or online chats, the same rules apply. But tone is shown through phrasing and punctuation. Formal email. Hello, Mr. Adams. I hope you are well. Friendly email. Hi, Emma. How are you doing? Hope your week's going great. Text message. Hey, how are ya? Very casual message. Hey, how are you? You see the words, emojis, and punctuation show tone and relationship. 8. Cultural fun fact. In some countries, how are you is answered literally. People share exactly how they feel. But in English-speaking cultures, that can sound too personal. That's why English speakers tend to keep it short and light. It's not dishonesty, it's cultural politeness. If you want to go deeper, you can always add, thanks for asking. Actually, it's been a busy week. This adds authenticity without making the other person uncomfortable. 9. Why it matters. Mastering how are you may seem small, but it's one of the biggest steps towards sounding truly fluent. It's the phrase that opens conversations, builds trust, and helps you join the rhythm of English life. It teaches 3 essential skills: empathy, listening to tone, flexibility, adapting your answer, confidence, speaking naturally. If you can handle how are you easily, you can handle almost any small talk situation in English. 10. Final reflection. Think about this. Every how are you say is a tiny connection with another person. It's proof that language isn't just grammar, it's kindness in sound form. So, next time someone asks, how are you? Don't just answer automatically. Smile. Feel the connection. Let your tone show warmth and your words show confidence. Because how are you is more than a question, it's the beginning of belonging.